Hey guys, okay, last video in this sequence, we're going to talk about follow-up. Everybody has their own way of doing it. There's not a right way or a wrong way as long as you're doing it. We have clients that love the products. We do not want to let them down. We want to keep giving them what they like. And it's way easier than finding new clients every single day, right? So we can work on finding new ones, but we can always give service to the ones that have already said, yes, they love Beauty Counter. So here's some ways for you to consider following up. The first time you have a new order, and I love this, we got this from one of our consultants within Team Spark, but let's say you got your first order from a client. How special is it to get that little note in the mail saying, thank you so much for becoming a client of Beauty Counter. We're so happy you switched to Safer. We couldn't be more thrilled, whatever that may look like. And that's something that we always say, like, please do that for that first order. Or if you feel like, doing it another way is going to work better for you, do that. But when they order for that first time, really send that personal thank you to them for supporting you in your small business or big business. But here's what one of our other consultants has done. She, after a first order, she writes a thank you. She also puts in a little, probably like a little 3x5. It fits inside the envelope nicely, of the member program and the opportunities of holding a social. So that way, maybe they didn't at a social or wherever they placed their order, they didn't really know all of the ways that they could get involved. Well, here's a little reminder of how they can get involved by hosting a social or becoming a member. So, and you can also put like a little sample in there of something maybe that would complement the products that they purchased, or something that you just think would ship really well and something that they would just love. So that would be like after that first order. Of course, if it's a repeat client, always within first 2 days or so, just send a thank you. Hey, thanks so much. I saw that your order came through. I think you're going to absolutely love that color. It's one of my staples, whatever it may be, make it personal, but let them know that you saw that and that you thank them for their business. I personally just think it's easier at this point to put in my phone for about 2 weeks out, a reminder to check in on the people who just placed that order 2 weeks prior. So in that email check-in, I am going to once again thank them and hope that they got their order in, that they're using it, that it's not just sitting there being wasted. I want to know that they are using it and they know how to use it. I'm also usually going to offer them a complimentary product with a link. So, hey, I saw that you got the Nourishing line. What I have found is that I love adding the number 2 or 3 oil to that. So if you feel like you need to give a little oomph to your skin over these dry days or months or whatever it may be, I'd love to offer you, trying this oil out. Here's a link, whatever it may be. Because then that could just build on potentially what they end up really liking from you and reordering from you every 10 to 12 weeks. If you have a client group, or if you have like a Facebook group or a VIP group, it's great to ask them to get, added to that, because that way you can keep them up to date with all the specials that might be coming from either you or from HQ. And they can maybe see a little bit more lifestyle stuff, ways to be safer, ways to be healthier. You can, incorporate a couple more things, and even things just about you, your personality. Maybe they've never met you. Maybe they bought from somebody or from a friend, and they never actually made it to that event or whatever. So they're seeing you for the first time. So kind of get them to feel something towards you. But it could be just a great way to always keep your clients updated with in the know stuff. And I think that for people who aren't on social media, making sure that you send out a client newsletter each month is pretty key. Every time I send out my client newsletter, I tend to have orders come in right after. It might spark their memory that they need something. Maybe what you've featured is something that they could be adding to their regimen. But make sure you're touching your clients in some ways every month, because you never know what they're needing. You never know what they're thinking. You don't know what their timing looks like. So if you make yourself available to them, then at some point they're going to be reminded of you, and it can work into your benefit. So I'm sure you have many other follow-up systems, but this is a way for you to maybe start the process of following up. Oh, I forgot. You don't want to forget the 2-month check-in. That's when reorders are going to happen. So you had the 2 days, personal note or a text or whatever saying, thank you. 2 weeks, making sure that they got everything, that it's working working great. And then 2 months, hey, you might need a reorder soon. How'd you like it? Do you want me to offer, ways that you can have some complimentary products with that? Or, hey, if you're going to order again, I don't want you to miss out on the fact that our member program can really benefit you. and offer the member program. If you think she really loves it, maybe that's a great time to try to set up a chat to talk about the consultant opportunity. So anyway, I think that now wraps it up about how the different ways you can follow up. Just don't forget to do it. Have a great day.